Welcome to my dungeon, come have a look inside. Hello everybody and welcome back to my latest episode. I'm Lionel Zanna from the Toy Dungeon SA, and today I'm making a game video. So while I was in town a couple of months ago, I came across this system. It's called the Titan Pixel 64. It's got a collection of a whole bunch of retro games in it. You're talking about your Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance, Sega Mega Drive. You're talking about your Super Nintendo and Famicom games. A whole collection of them in this emulator box, I guess. And while going through the Super Nintendo games list, I came across an awesome game that blew my mind, and still to this day I'm busy playing. And that game is called Weapon Lord, so let's check it out. Okay, so Weapon Lord is one of those weapon-based games, fighting like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, one of those type of games. Came out in 1995, released by a company called Namco, and wow, what a cool freaking game. It reminds me so much of my favorite type of games when I was a kid. You're talking about Time Killers, Samurai Showdown, Street Fighter, but to find one like this that I've never seen before really blew me away. The game takes place in ancient times. You're talking about Atlantis, Conan, or barbarian warriors. The storyline goes as follows. It's about this demon lord, how he rises and how he falls by the hand of the weapon lord, the chosen one, I guess. And the game composes of 6 barbarian warriors. You got Zarek, which is the demon lord, Zorn, which is his thief and also a warrior. You got Davida with the sorceress, Gentai, the warrior queen. You got Bane, which is the cursed warrior, and then the final guy is Core, the swordsman. It looks so freaking cool with the body paint and stuff like that. While the game is very similar to the games that were popular at the time, you're talking about combos, special moves, you're talking about death moves or fatalities, and you're talking about cheat codes. What game at those times from 1992 to 1995 didn't have cheat codes? One of the coolest things ever. Anyway, while playing the game, I find it a little bit difficult, even though I love it so much. The only thing that helps you get through this difficulty is the cheat codes and help you to manipulate the game in certain ways, because if you put it on its easiest difficulty, it is still very hard to get anywhere. This game actually reminds me of a game that came out by Namco much later called Soul's Edge. Epic game, I love it. I was surprised to find it under the Super Nintendo list of games. I remember Mortal Monday a long time ago when I was a kid, where the version of Mortal Kombat was released on all the different gaming systems. Super Nintendo's version was censored, and I remember at that time Super Nintendo kind of steered away from the gory and bloody type of games that were out at that time. I was surprised to find this game with all the death moves and stuff on the Super Nintendo, because I knew when I was a kid that you can only find like Splatterhouse, Eternal Champions, which had also death moves. The real version of Mortal Kombat you can only find on the Sega. In seeing this, was kind of blown away, and still to this day I'm trying to figure it out and get a little bit further with it. I love the artwork of it. It makes me feel like I'm playing a coloring in book, which is awesome, and I suggest this game for anybody's collection. Such a cool game, and if you find it, give it a shot. Until next time.